Welcome to your new golf swing. We call it the power swing, and in this introduction I'm going to explain to you more or less how you hit the golf ball straighter and further than any time before. The power swing is based on three simple fundamentals. Turn your shoulders in the same angle as the club has at address. We're going to get our power from our body, so I have no time to think about my arms, hands and the golf club. That means I've got to turn my shoulders at exactly the same angle as the club had at address. By doing this, I can turn the shoulders and pull the club up and down without thinking about it. I'm going to use the hips to turn the shoulders. I think every golfer knows you have to turn your hips, just nobody does it. The reason for this, I believe, is because people aren't using the right muscles to turn their hips. If you want to turn your hips, and with your hips your entire body weight, then you're going to need big muscles, and you just don't have them in your hips. You have them in your legs. To turn your hips properly, you've got to use what we call shear forces. Press across the ground to turn the hips. That means starting the golf swing and the downswing like never before. At the top of the swing, I want you to press with your left foot in this direction to get your hip out of the way. By pressing across the ground, it will push the left hip back and get room for the swing. Only when the left hip gets back out of the way can the right shoulder come down. When the right shoulder comes down, it brings the arms and the club with it, and the golf ball is the next in line. But how do we get the distance? A normal golf swing, if you're lucky, uses what we call a catapult effect. That means you will rotate to a point, slow down, and your arms and hands and club will overtake you. To get that extra kick, we're going to do exactly that. As the hip rotation stops, we're going to straighten the legs. Straightening the legs sends an impulse in the opposite direction to the club and accelerates the club up to 15% faster than it ever moved before. We're going to turn, get the shoulders on plane, the hips out of the way, and then power through the ball. If you want to learn more about the power swing, go to www.swing-simply.com.